Alright guys, so we're going to be talking about something very interesting happening within Fortnite right now, and obviously the fate of Tilted Towers. It's getting a bit interesting because now we actually have shooting stars, bits and pieces of this meteor that has been in the sky for the last couple of weeks, flying and shooting across the sky. Obviously, what we're going to talk about today. Today is the date, April 18th, in which, Tilted Towers was supposed to be destroyed. At least there was Morse code for it, and it didn't specifically say that it was going to be destroyed, but we have until tonight, and, we have until the update at 4 a.m. where they're adding the new LMG and the 50v50 game mode, so we have until then as well for today to be a huge day for Tilted Towers, but it looks like today it's not going to be destroyed. When everyone woke up, it was just like, oh, Tilted's still here, what's going on? And again, the Morse code wasn't confirmation of it. It's not like it was 100% confirmed that Tilted was going to be destroyed. It was pretty much expected, but not really confirmed. So we just have to see now what's the deal. Like, what is the fate of Tilted Towers? What are all these meteors doing in the sky? Why are there shooting stars now? Why are they flying across the sky? Obviously, Epic Games, they have some plan. If you go from the meteor in the sky just sitting there, people have been saying that it's been getting bigger. I mean, I haven't really noticed that big of a difference. Like, you would think the meteor started off in the sky, a blue meteor, really distant, you can barely see it. You would think it would come a lot closer, like that would be a bit more menacing. It got closer and closer, and then it just collapsed and crashed down on the game. But really, it just stayed up there, so it sort of just got like, okay, whatever, well, like, when's this gonna happen? And then all of a sudden today, which, we thought Tilted was going to be destroyed today, but instead we now have these shooting stars, which, if you guys really want Tilted to be destroyed, or maybe you don't want Tilted to be destroyed, but if you just are anticipating for something to happen, and you sort of just want something to change up the game, you want this meteor to maybe not even hit Tilted, just hit different parts of the map and just add some new elements to the game, hit retail and hit, destroy a section of Tilted and just destroy a piece of Snobby Shores, just do all crazy weird stuff just to switch the game up and make things interesting. If you want that, then it's a step in the right direction. We actually have some different things going on here with these meteors and comets in the sky. But what do we get from this? Like, what is the end goal? What are we going to see? Because it really, today was supposed to be the Tilted Day. Today was supposed to be the Tilted Towers destruction by Meteor Day. And the Morse code obviously didn't confirm that. The Morse code didn't say that Tilted was going to be destroyed today, but it did have D5, which, Tilted's coordinates, and SOS, which obviously is not good. Tilted didn't help, and they need aid, like if something bad's gonna happen. And then you had obviously the last part, 4/18, April 18th, which is today. So today, SOS, Tilted. We have until tonight. We have a couple hours. I don't know when you guys are going to be watching this video. Let me know in the comment section below when you're watching this video if something happened to Tilted. Probably let me know, because 4 a.m. is going to be the update tonight, with the new LMG and the 50v50 game mode. So if you're watching this video after 4 a.m. Eastern time, let me know in the comments if anything happens. Let everyone know what is the deal with Fortnite. Has the shooting star changed? Has anything gotten closer? Have they added anything? Has Tilted been destroyed? I think that'll be pretty obvious, so you probably won't need to comment that, but let me know if there are any changes with this new update. But at least today, it's a pretty big change in the right direction if you were on sort of this idea and hype that something was going to happen to Tilted with the meteor. So it's not really expected, but it's something interesting. It's something occurring, and I don't know, man. I really don't know what the deal is here. So again, we'll have to see. The other aspect of it is the impact game mode, and I want to spend the next part of the video really talking about the impact game mode, because I do think, honestly, this is all just for the impact game mode. I'm not so sure why they're doing this much hype and this many like different teasers and stuff just for a limited time mode. It seems a bit weird. But what was leaked in the code, and I talked about this before, but now it's obviously a bit more relevant. The new impact game mode in the code was leaked, and it makes perfect sense, and it the code aligns with comments, and right now you see this comet in the sky, you see these comets being shot down, bits and pieces of it coming and flying through as shooting stars. You know, that would pretty much be the impact game mode. It would have impact on the map, like that's literally in the mode, direct impact. And pretty much what the mode would be, if you're just looking at the code and if you're just thinking, you know, common sense here, throughout the mode you're gonna have this meteor break into pieces in the sky, and then bits and pieces of it will fall down. It'll break certain parts of the map, it'll create hazards, it'll be sort of this, you know, real-time event where it's like you look up and a meteor is coming down, a little meteor strike, and you have to get out of that little immediate area, or else you'll be exploded, or it'll explode like a little chunk of a mountain, it'll explode a little chunk of a building, and you're pretty much avoiding those throughout the game. And you know, as the safe zone gets smaller and smaller, it gets, you know, more and more intense, because you have to, you know, try to avoid all of these different meteor strikes, and there are tons of meteor strikes at the end, and it gets like this crazy hectic game. And that, I mean, that would be a really fun game, and I think that's a really sick idea, and that, you know, very well could be what they're doing with the impact game mode. But here's the thing, why is there so much hype, why is there so much tease, and why was Tilted in the equation? Like, there's so many different questions as to what this whole game mode is about, because if it was just a simple limited time mode, you know, they wouldn't do that. They've never teased and sort of hinted at a mode like this much before for any game mode. I guess maybe, you know, these other game modes haven't been, I guess, as interesting or as unique as Impact would be. You know, maybe Impact, it's, although it's a limited time mode, it's, you know, a really cool and unique and different one that we've never really seen before. It has nothing to just to do with weapons or sort of the safe zone being quicker, like Blitz, or this is like a whole different thing that actually changes the map. So maybe that's why they're hyping it up so much in Epic Games. They're teasing it and teasing it. They're, you know, they have a meteor, then they change it to a shooting star, and then they change it to stuff even closer to the game. You know, who knows what their thinking is, but it seems a bit much just for a limited time mode. So that's the only reason why, you know, I'm on the train where it's like, okay, it's probably just gonna be a limited time mode. I don't necessarily think that they want to get rid of Tilted and they want to blow up Tilted and just have a meteor strike down and get rid of it and make it, you know, Tilted Ruins or whatever. I don't know if they necessarily want to do that. I think they added Tilted for a reason, and it's probably going to stay there. But a part of me is thinking, like, this seems a bit too big just to be a limited time mode. This seems a bit too big not for it to affect the actual map. Because if you really think about it, you're seeing this stuff within the actual modes, like the normal solo, duos, and squad modes. It's not like you're seeing this within a different limited time mode. Like the limited time mode, it's like a separate sort of universe, really. It's a separate, I guess it's not a separate universe, but it's a separate entity to the normal game modes. And the fact that they're teasing this in the normal game modes, it's a bit weird. I'm not gonna lie, a part of me really does think that, you know, maybe something can happen. I don't think it's likely. I don't think it's 100%. Really, you should, if you think about this logically, it's probably gonna be a limited time mode. But I don't know, this much hype, you know, this many teasers, the fact that it's in these normal modes and it's getting more and more interesting, I do think something interesting could happen. And the arguments have been made before, you know, Tilted, it's not ruining the game, and I personally like Tilted, but it does make sense. Like 50 people land at Tilted and then half the game is gone, like everyone dies, and the rest of the map, it's just empty and you can't find players. And that's bad for Epic Games, because Epic Games, they are always trying to create a balanced and fair game. That's why you see so many updates changing the weapons and the switching between the weapons. That's why they're always changing and fine-tuning stuff, because they want to create a balanced game. And Tilted definitely does not make Fortnite balanced. That's a fact. Like, that you cannot dispute that. So it would make a ton of sense for Epic Games to have a cool little meteor Easter egg and have a reason to get rid of Tilted, or at least make Tilted sort of Tilted Ruins, or at least like knock out like a couple of the top floors of buildings and make it so Tilted, it's not like that crazy, because they're pretty much only small ruin buildings and not like huge skyscrapers like there are now. So less loot, probably less people, and you know, that'll be the case there. And that's, you know, what they would want to do. They would have a fun, cool Easter egg out of it. They'd add a lot of hype. That definitely get a ton of attention. Like if they want attention, if they want publicity, and they just want their games just to blow up and go viral again, destroying Tilted would be such a huge thing. Like, it'd be so crazy. So, you know, that'd definitely be a cool tactic. And, you know, it definitely balanced the game because less people would go there, more people would be spread out. And yeah, therefore, you know, Fortnite, Epic Games, they want a balanced game. So that would be a good way to do that. But I don't know. Seems a bit weird. We'll see. We'll see. Obviously, we have until 4 a.m. today, and then we also have till the end of season 3. And you know, we'll see how long this lasts. Maybe it'll be the end of season 4. Like, no one really knows the time frame of what this is going to happen. Today was the first possible day in which something crazy could happen, but other than April 18th, this could go on for a while. You know, maybe they're teasing something really big, like at the end of the summer. Like, no one knows what their plans are, so we'll just have to wait and see. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy, and yeah, let me know what you guys think is gonna happen. See you guys later.